Well, good morning, Yuriki. If you don't know, my name is Yuri, and I'm making and posting these videos for myself as well as anyone else that might find this content useful. And I'm going to start off this morning completely different from what I've done in previous videos. And I'm just going to say and ask, did you freaking see that? Man, please tell me that there is at least just one person that watched my video yesterday that took my advice, or not really advice because it's not advice, it's just my opinion that I shared, that listened to my opinion, took the trade with me, and made money off it because and is willing to give me a like for what happened yesterday. Man, I'm telling you, I'm so excited. I can't remember when the last time was that I made 386% profit on a 4 hour or on 3 4 hour candles, which is then translates to 12 hours. So yesterday was a fantastic day. So if there was someone out there that did see what happened yesterday, that took the trade with me, um, please leave me a like um, if you thought that my opinion helped you. That would be fantastic. If not, not the end of the world. I'm moving on. Remember, trading, do not get emotional. So, calm down, Yuriki. Um, and we are now going to move on and see what happens from here. Secondly, someone else joined my channel yesterday. I've now got 8 subscribers. So, to whoever you are, unfortunately, I didn't get a notification of your name. But thank you. Thank you so much. Much appreciated. So, with that said and done, let's jump straight into what happened yesterday. So, Yuriki, it was yesterday, and it was the strangest thing. It was the video was basically just uploaded. If it was 5 minutes after I uploaded the video yesterday, which was round about, and for some reason this now does not want to fit onto my screen. Bum, 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 bum. It was round about over here. Oh, come on, really now? Correct. It was round about over here yesterday morning. The price at that stage was, let's see, it was 4:30 in the morning. Price was 35,715. So it was more or less around here. At 9 minutes into that video, I said that I predict that the price will go down and that I will put in a personal short for myself at 35,850. And it was just after I uploaded, about 5 minutes later, price started shooting up. Now I have explained my strategy. For every $100 that the price goes into a different direction that I expected it to, I will either add to my long or to my short, whichever one it was. But this one went up so fast that I couldn't really add that much. I still wanted to get into the trade of 35,850 going down. So eventually I put in a short at 36,050. I didn't even add to anything. That is where I was able to get in. And as you can see, top left hand corner of your screen, the price went up to 36,077. So I made that trade and I got in with about 20, let's call it $27 to spare. And from there, it was seconds later, it started tumbling. So this was nothing more than a liquidity grab to make sure that a lot of people are stopped out, taken out of their positions. And then since there, it just fell. Um, I didn't even have to close any positions. As the price went down, for every $100 that the price did go down, I then put in a take profit. And eventually, yesterday, well, it was evening in South Africa, um, which was around about 6 o'clock yesterday evening, South African time. Um, I eventually got stopped out in a profit of on 34,400. That is the last stop that I put in. So I basically made 386% on 1,000. Let's call it 1,400, $1,300 drop. So yesterday was one of the better days that I've had. As again, I can't remember when the last time was that I made such a trade in a 12-hour candle window. Regardless, again, so then I was stopped out at that stage. Last night during the night, um, obviously at that stage, then the trading range for me was somewhere between these two lines. So what I did is just before I went to bed last night, I put in a long at 34,600 and I put in a short at 35,100. Just for in case, people. If the price does do something at night, woke up this morning and I found myself in a 8% profit. So the price did shoot up at night or during the night and it went up to 25,129. So I got into that trade again, $29. It went $29 up more than I expected it to. So, Yuriki, now the question, especially after a day like yesterday, which is makes it even more difficult to predict what is going on. I expect that the price is still gonna fall. Time is currently 4:34 in the morning. I'm making these videos from the Eastern Cape of South Africa. Oh goodness, of South Africa. I expect the price to come down from 34, let's call it 34,700, where it currently is. Again, for every $100 that my trade goes into the wrong direction, I'm gonna add to that. For every $100 that it goes into the direction that I was thinking, I'm gonna take a take profit. I like to do small trades. I like to make money every 4-hour candle. Um, small bits of money adds to a lot of money in at the end of the day, or at least that is my new strategy. After I've spent hours and hours of watching these videos and lost, made I made quite a lot, but I also lost quite a lot. So hopefully through this videos that you're making for yourself, Yuriki, someone else might find your opinion helpful and someone else might be saved the trouble of or the experience that you had to gain in, well, let's call it 10 years. Um, Again, but I expect price to go down. The thing for me when the price does go down is, well, let me before I do that, price does go down, I expect that it will eventually go down to somewhere in the region of 33,200. I do not expect that to be today now. I see two big trading range. Well, I see a bigger trading range at this stage of where a good long would possibly be 33,000. I see an area where a good short would probably be in the region of 35,850, more or less. I see that as a good entry point to short. A shorter, a smaller time frame. The previous one I'm talking about like a week or so. Smaller time frame for today. Looking at something in the region of top, probably about 35,200, and the bottom 34,500. That's more or less the trading range. And I'm expecting that it's Friday. Not a lot happens on a Friday after trading to this afternoon. Uh, and this weekend will probably sort of be just be sideways action between these two lines. That's more or less what I'm expecting. Again, price to go down today. There is support on this line over here, so we might get a bounce. So again, on the current position that I'm in now, which went in at 35,100, my take profit on that one would be 34,550. That's where I'm going to get out. And then depending, if we get a 4-hour candle close above this line, and it comes down to test it again, that's where I'll long. Otherwise, I'll short it at the top there. That is basically my trading strategy going to be for today. Again, expecting price to go down somewhere in the region of 34,500 bottom, top 35,200. That's more or less where I'll play it. Yuriki, remember yesterday was a fantastic day. Do not get emotional about it. Stick to your rules. Do not vary from those rules. Always trust the triangle, even though the triangle sometimes looks weird and it might sound weird. Eureka, but trust your triangles because it's always worked for you. Trade your lines And with that, have a good